Hey everyone, Harlan Kilstein back with NLP Copywriting, 30 Days to Communications Excellence. We're talking about Milton Erickson, who had one of the greatest minds that could ever be imagined. It was incredible for change work. We told the story about the young man and how Erickson changed him. And what Erickson did was use a very refined language pattern that was analyzed by Bandler and Grinder, and is called presuppositions. Now, in Erickson's work, Erickson loaded his language with presuppositions. Let's look at the situation and what he said to the young man. He said, "Young man, how quickly will your behavior, I wonder how quickly your behavior will change." Number one is, he is presuming that his behavior will change. He didn't say, "I wonder whether your behavior will change." I wonder how quickly your behavior will change. So it was just a matter of the speed of it happening, and become good, presuming that he had the ability to make his behavior good by next week, which presupposed that this change would take place rather quickly. And the young man absorbed all of these presuppositions and acted upon them and changed. So the number one language pattern for change is the presupposition. The problem is there are 32 different kinds of presuppositions. Many of them you ordinarily know, just everyday life, what presuppositions are. For those of you who are not clear, let me give you an example. In court, the most famous example is that an attorney stands up and says to the witness, "When did you stop beating your wife?" It's a presupposition, because in order to answer that question with an answer, you have to admit that you beat your wife. Or another case that you can use with small children is, do you want to wear your red coat or your green coat? The presupposition, the fact that no matter which one you choose is you're going to wear a coat, that's the presupposition. The more you load your language with presuppositions, the more difficult it is for someone to say no. And that's the most important thing about writing copy, is making sure people do not say no to what you have in mind. Let's go a little further, shall we? The easiest presuppositions are, in my mind, presuppositions of time. Before, after, during. Okay? Before you order my product, okay? What does that presuppose? What does that imply? That you're going to order the product. After you receive this product, the first thing you'll notice also presupposes you're going to order the product. During the time you use this product, you'll begin to notice, which, of course, when you're saying during the time, implies they are using the product, which also further implies that they have purchased the product. So presuppositions, extremely powerful. If you want to truly understand presuppositions, the best way for you to learn them is to get a hold of, and it's not an easy read, but it is the best way to learn these patterns, is the old Patterns of Hypnotic Techniques of Milton Erickson, which was written by Bandler and Grinder. Came out in 1975. It's still pretty available. In the back, there's an entire index of styles of presuppositions. It'll take some practice, but once you start adding presuppositions to your writing style, You'll have a higher conversion rate, and not only that, you will be a much more compelling writer, as long as you do not try and overdo it, and you are an elegant persuader. We'll talk more about that tomorrow.